Alright, Goosebumps fans, it's time for episode 5 of Goosebumps series, Goosebumps season 1, Goosebumps streaming show, whichever you want to call it, or Goosebumps streaming series. We're here for episode 5, that is Reader Beware. Yes, I hope so. It's either give yourself a Reader Beware. My mistake. There's freaking issues going on right now. Alright, so, what I thought about it. Man, it left us on a cliffhanger. It's like, that's funny. It's like, it left us on a cliffhanger that most likely is going to be a trap. That's what I would believe. It's like, dude, you just spoiled it. It's like, come on. I need to explain, like, the whole 5 things. It's like, you got 5 episodes, and apparently this is a build-up to one of the most notorious monsters. So that's why maybe they dropped all 5 now, so they can get on down to business when it comes to one monster entirely. At least that's just my thought. It's either Halloween, they didn't actually, believe in this show, so they had to drop it down, and they wanted to get to a certain monster as fast as possible. Something like that. Well, I recommended this one actually is interesting, where it's like, it's going to expand your mind. That's what it really is, but it does get down to business of one person's individual came home, and, well, a lot of bombshells is being dropped, like, very, very hard. It's like, yeah, and there's teen stuff going on here too. So I say, if you are watching the series, you have to watch this episode. This episode alone is like, well, there is some good visuals, I guess. It's like, yeah, I guess there's some good visuals. But anyways, I think now we should really get into the spoilers. So run if you can, but before you run, make sure you subscribe so you know where to find this. Make sure you like the video, and when you're ready, you can hopefully start back to where you ended. Yep, and make sure you leave a comment too, even though the comment would be better if you comment on the freaking, spoiler part. Anyways, let's get on with the spoiler, shall we? The spoiler talk. 5 pages. It's like 5 pages. Okay, so Nora told the cops everything, and it landed her in the Crazy House Slammer, aka the psychiatric ward. So Harold actually visits her and wanting him back. And he's like, yeah, so freaking Harold showed up as with Mr. Brat's suit. I'm gonna call it like that. I've been calling it like that. And he decided to just get out of the body, or at least do duplication or something, and just scare her ass, being like, I want him back. Where is he? He's like, oh my gosh. And then, of course, Mr. Brat is right there outside the window, outside the door. And he's like, excuse me. It's like, you shouldn't be here. And it's like, yeah, so it's really kind of sad, really. Anyway, we get to see what happened with Margot's dad, his car. And his car is a fucking wreck. And it gives you a funnier where it's like, and freaking stupid Lucas has to be driven within that car. And it's like, nothing says, hey, you stupid idiot, you fucked up, when it comes to you actually have to be driven around in that car that you just wrecked. You idiot moron. He didn't know. It's like, yeah, even though he didn't know, there's consequences, and it looks like the consequences really hit you big now, didn't it, dummy? Anyways, Lucas gets to stay with Margot's dad, with the family, in quotations family, and Lucas is not as clean as you think. He's like, where are these? And it's like, well, you have a freaking hand towel and a washcloth and a towel. And he's like, in the previous episode, he's like, I'm very clean. I'm cleaner than most guys. And it's like, then you kind of should know what is the freaking set. It's like, what are these versus like, why I have an extra thingy here? It's like, at least I can actually defend you on that. But this is like, dude, I think you're not as cleanly as you state. Anyways, we have Lucas and Margot having a moment, and Margot might actually like Lucas. And it's like, we're creating a freaking love triangle for no apparent reason. It's kind of weird, really. It's like I don't really get the connection between everyone because, like, I'll throw it down on the floor. Apparently, the show wants you to have Isaiah and Margot together. But however, they also want Margot and Lucas together. So you see this freaking triangle that they're creating for no apparent reason? Yeah, it's like, I don't even understand why you need it. It's like, they were good just friends, you know? And it's like, you're pushing it to make it so that they can actually be something more. And it's like, why? They can be neighbors. A dude and a girl can be friends without having to actually be pushed into a relationship. Yeah, but as you can see here, fuck that. So anyways, they like the company of each other, and Margot's mom, Sarah, has came back. She's officially back home, and she wanted to tell the family in person that, hey, I'm back. And it's like, maybe you should actually kept that connection, you know, because it's kind of stupid where it's like, I don't know how many months, I don't know how many years, but you decided to come back and you don't actually keep a good connection because Margot couldn't really call you. She didn't feel like to call you because she had no idea what's going on with your freaking damn situation with you and her dad. And I have no idea if the dad actually called you, so it's like, yeah, you're stupid. You're stupid, that's all. So apparently Sarah has more things to do before she actually explains to freaking Margot and the kids. So, damn. It's like, yeah, it's like, I got stuff to do first before I can explain. It's like, you have to do stuff before you explain? It's like, that don't make sense. Oh boy, maybe you should have done that before you came home. Oh. Anyways, sadly, the poor guidance counselor, Margot's dad, is just sitting alone, eating dinner. And it's like, damn, that's messed up. The mom went first. Or was it Margot went first? The mom went second. Lucas went last. And then here he is just sitting alone. And you wonder why he needed an affair. And you wonder why. So Isaiah ended up actually ending it with Allison. So Allison's most likely out of this freaking show now. It's like, yep, Allison got booted to the curb, and it's like, well, she was kind of a crap. She sucked big time. It's like, she got so jealous out of all the girls that he hang around with. I wouldn't be surprised that that's not the only time she did that. And it's like, yeah, what, you did it because he was a freaking popular quarterback? Is that why you really actually dated him? It's like, I don't know what's going on here, but I can tell you that good riddance for her, because damn, what the fuck. It's like, yeah, she's a total backstabber too. Anyway, everyone is there except for Margot. They actually decide to meet up in, I think, James's place. And, well, there's some, they call it dupe soup. They have some of the duplicates freaking grossness still left. She stepped on it. Isabella stepped in. It's like, yes, hold on. It's like, was it Isabella? Yes, Isabella, who actually had to deal with the freaking duplicate, and she still got stuff on her shoe. Dang, that sucks. So, meanwhile, Margot actually talks with Lucas, and Lucas is going to be the one who actually escorts her to James' house. What the fuck? And it's like, I'm taking the long way because I want to show you something. Oh, cool, a playground. Yeah, a playground where I actually broke myself for the first time, or broke 6 pieces of me, 6 sections. And it's like, dude, I guess he's trying to actually open up, but dude, really? Anyways, Lucas actually is getting to freaking Margot, and Lucas goes for the steal. So now they're an item. Man, you bastard motherfucker. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Yeah, because apparently freaking Isaiah dumped Allison so he can get with Margot. That's what the freaking show wants to happen for some reason. Or just basically to create tension. It's like, dude, he doesn't need any girlfriend. He just needs friends. It's like I don't see why in the freaking world we're doing this. And as for Lucas, it's like I don't even understand it either. And plus, it's kind of gross too, considering your mom and her dad actually were in relations. What if they do actually end up getting married? Now what, bastards? Now what? It's like, what the fuck, dude? So, anyways, it's time for them to learn about the truth for Biddle. So, Sarah actually visits Nora, and Sarah actually knows that Biddle is looking for him. Of course, we all know who him is, right? It's a spoiler. So, Slappy. She's looking for Slappy. Biddle goes to Margot and with the diary. So, Biddle in Brat's suit decides to go in school when she's in the library and just give him the freaking burnt diary. And then all of a sudden, as soon as she touches the diary, there's a daze flashback happens, and we get to have the flashback that Harold and Sarah was in the photo club together. And then eventually the freaking librarian's like, hey, you've been just staring for quite a while. Are you okay? Are you on drugs? And it's like, the fuck? But anyways, she asked the old freaking librarian, like, where's the freaking photo room? It's like, oh yeah. The dark room that the freaking photo club used is now the AV room. It's like, oh, so she goes to the AV room, uses the freaking book again, flashbacks, and you get to know about his favorite things in there. And Sarah tries to get Harold to hang with her friends, and then all of a sudden, a dumbass idiot decides to go in the freaking damn room, interrupt everything, and it's like, seriously, girl? Seriously? Seriously? What the fuck? And you didn't even get help looking for your freaking incantation. Well, I think the projector is what she's looking for. It's like, you didn't even get help anyway. So that means you didn't even need to bother her. The frig. But anyways, Isaiah is now at school. Everyone is called there. Well, they're called actually outside. Yeah, here's where you get a little bit of tension where Lucas came, Isaiah came. He brought some flowers because she thought that Margot actually wanted to talk to her alone. He was going to break the news that he broke up with Allison to Margot. And, well, I think he still didn't do it yet. But all of them are there, and everyone now knows about Harold and Sarah actually being friends. And, well, Sarah actually questions Isabella, who turns out to be, so Isabella's mom is Victoria. So now Sarah actually is in the psychiatric ward where Victoria actually works and most likely heads. And she asks about, why are you drugging Nora? And, well, Sarah tries to tell Victoria that Biddle's back and he's looking for him. And sadly, she's like, I don't believe you. And I'm protecting the lives of all of us, because if the truth comes out, our lives get destroyed, our family's lives and our children's. So I'm doing my best to keep her mouth shut by drugging her up the ass. It's like, that don't sound good. That sounds bad. Pretty sure you can lose your license for that. It's like, well, who's going to stop her? Nora. It's like, she's too drugged up to even say anything. It's like, what the fuck? But anyways, all 5 of our heroes are now at the auditorium, because the book says in the auditorium you can touch the book and you can actually see a new flashback. And it's like, oh, great. So Lucas actually is being foolish at this point where Isaiah's like, no, you shouldn't do this. You're going to be risking yourselves. It could be he doesn't say it's going to be a track, but he's like, this is not a good idea. And then freaking damn Lucas is like, no, she gets to decide whatever she chooses. And then, like freaking Katy Perry song, but I do have to believe that you're right. This could be dangerous. And he just, what the fuck? It's like, so apparently you're trying to impress Margot while also trying to actually say that, hey, well, thinking about it as I'm speaking, maybe it is a bad idea, but hey, I get some points with Margot because I said you can choose whatever you want. You get to choose. It's like, freaking Lucas, get the fuck out of here, man. It's like, I'm sorry, but Lucas here. I didn't even talk about James. It's like, yeah, we'll talk about James and all that freaking situation in the freaking aftermath. But for right now, for Lucas, however, it's like you did crap the last episode. Pretty well, it's like we can say he might be influenced by the worms, but still that was kind of in you. So I'm like, I don't think you deserve to have a girlfriend, dude. It's like, I'm sorry, but and you freaking damn secretly sneak around and you're gonna freaking film it. I mean, you're gonna film if she screws up or something. It's like, you did it with the freaking parents. I wouldn't be surprised you do it to freaking your girlfriend who might have actually did messed up crap to you. Could do some messed up crap to you. It's like, man, whatever. Anyways, so Margot actually goes for it, and now she gets into another day's freaking flashback trip, and Harold actually believes someone is trying to hurt him. And he goes to Sarah to tell her that, please help me, please help me. It's like, no, I gotta go. So Sarah actually leaves him, and then he decides to actually just all of a sudden be like, okay, well, you saw the show now you won't escape here. It's like, what the fuck? So yep, and now she's black-eyed, like freaking supernatural possessed black-eyed. So they try to wake her up, and Easy and Isabella try to slap her. Oh yeah, note the pages actually flip, and well, they have no choice but to go to the Biddle house to rescue her. Anyways, Sarah actually catches her husband visiting Nora, and apparently they need to talk. Of course, as you can figure, he tells her about the affair, and apparently those two were in a trial separation. So they were gonna just see how the separation works out. And then after they come back together again, they'll figure out if they actually should separate or they should get back together. Well, as you can see here, Sarah actually left and she wanted her family to come with her because she doesn't want to be in that freaking town. And it's like, well, apparently you have lots of freaking damn secrets that you can't even tell your freaking damn husband. Not to mention, it's kind of funny listening to what Nora said, like the episode ago, where it's like, I don't want to involve you. It's like, Sarah already involved him because Sarah's also involved as well. So your freaking attempt to save him failed because he's a part of this too. Not intended in part of it, but still, he's a part of it too. So, I mean, if he wants to actually hit Sarah where it hurts, which is like, well, they had a relationship. They have something for each other. So that means that freaking Harold, however, he might actually take out your damn ass ex-husband just to get back with you. So it's like, he gets the worst thing of it all. He dated the freaking love interest. I mean, he's married to the love interest. And it's like, dude, that means if he wants to, he can fucking kill him. So it's like, yeah, you have the worst state. It's like, at least with Nora, it's like, well, if he gets involved, he might get a little bit of hurt versus he's dating the freaking damn love interest. What do you think Harold's gonna really do? It's not gonna be as worse as him being next to freaking Nora. Like, damn. It's like, yeah, he's fucked up. He got screwed over. But anyways, she has too many secrets, and she's very upset when he's like, we already separated. We've been separated. Apparently, the only person who actually don't understand separated is you, because you're the one who actually left us. But apparently, you want to come back here now, and it's all good. It's like, frick. It's like, freaking damn it. All right, anyways, she goes to Nora, and she tells her that now she knows. And, well, she also tells that they are drugging you. And for you to be free, you're going to have to keep silent about what you said about Biddle and the worms and everything and not take your meds. If you do all that, you'll be able to be released and you'll be fine. Anyways, we get back to the teenagers. Margot is stuck. Oh yeah, this is when Isabella slaps her. And well, of course, like I said, they have to go to the freaking Biddle house to freaking free her. So Margot actually is getting hauled out of school. So that's what we saw in the freaking trailer of her just being like a statue. And They go to the Biddle house, and then in the other world, we get to see the bandits, or what I call the ninjas. We get to see them actually sneak into the house in the other door. So it's like, then how in the world did the front door slam shut? It's like, yeah, it's like, so yeah, I'm confused here. It's like I'm freaking confused. But anyways, he's just showing the final moments, and then now he puts Margot in the freaking room where he's gonna get burned to the ground, down to the ground. And well, she got saved by freaking. They saved her, and freaking Isaiah saw Harold for the last moment, all charred and burned as if he's somewhat Freddy Krueger. Then they get to go outside, and then they see the five friends, aka their parents. And well, it looks like they stole a case. Guess who's in it, of course. And they're free from the book, and it's revealed that their parents actually killed him. And they're like, who exactly did they, what did they steal and everything? And then Mr. Biddle, in of course, brat suit, decide to open the door and say, hey, I'll tell you all about it. And that's how the episode ends. It's like, damn, man. Oof, so that's the first 5 episodes finally. I'm going to most likely come back, and I think I might be able to actually add some photos. So if I did do it, then awesome. Then most likely it'll be a version 2 of this that you'll see, which you already been seeing. But if not, then it might get copyrighted, and then it's like, oh, damn, can't do anything. Anyways, there we go. Have a scary night, and we'll wait to see episode 6.